Hello and welcome to Kunitsu-Gaming. Today we're doing a tier list of my favorite villager roles. So the best of the best is Goddess. Next we have Divine, Mortal, which is just okay, Corrupted, don't use so much, and Defiled, the worst. This is my opinion, so you may play differently, that's okay, but definitely let me know what you think about my choices in the comments. First up is the Woodcutter. The very first villager role we get. It's very cheap, only 50 crystals, but there are better options later on in the game. I do like that it's fast, but the range is limited. I'm gonna stick it in Mortal. I do really like that it's only 50 crystals, so sometimes I don't have much crystals to spare. I make some woodcutters. Archer, I feel a similar way. It's a good range villager role early. It's cheap, only 50 crystals, but there are better options later, so I find I use them a lot less. So I'm gonna stick Archer right here behind Woodcutter. I think that's right. Aesthetic, definitely Divine. I love the aesthetic. Great for slowing down big groups of Cs. And it also causes some damage when it's fully upgraded too. So very useful, I find. Thief. I didn't use the Thief for a long time, but it's actually quite useful for between days or at the end of stages. If you've got some time, make a Thief, only 50 crystals, and open some treasure chests. You know, you can get 150, 200 crystals in a treasure chest. So sometimes it's worth doing that. But it doesn't really help much during the battle. So I'm gonna stick it down in Corrupted because you can do without it. Next up we have this big boy, the Sumo. Great tank. I don't use it quite as much as I probably should. It is expensive, I think 300 crystals. They draw aggro, which is great. I think it's better than, it's more powerful than a woodcutter, I think. I'm gonna stick it behind the aesthetic in Divine. Next up we have the Shaman, Healer. Good role, limited to only the female characters as the Sumo is limited to the male characters. So it has limitations. I find I don't use it so much. I normally heal using my rations, so I'm gonna stick it in Corrupted, probably in front of the Thief, because it is useful in battle. Okay, now we have the Spearman, which I love. I love the Spearman, I use it a lot. It's like a better woodcutter, not as fast as the woodcutter, but more powerful, better range. I like it. I'm gonna stick it in Divine. I think it goes right here. I almost always, every stage, have one or two Spearmen. And a similar thinking for the Marksman. It's a better archer. It does take a little longer to reload, but it's more powerful, it has more range, and not really too expensive. Spearman and Marksman, not too expensive. They're great. I'm gonna put the Marksman, I think, here, Divine. I always have one or two marksmen on almost every stage. Of course, some of these roles are very situational too. For example, the board levels, you want to have all archers or all marksmen. Alright, next up we have the Priest. And I'm sorry, Priest, but I don't really use you at all. Very situational, very niche. I'm gonna put you in Defiled because it's rare that I ever call you up. I'm thinking of that marsh level where I've used it a couple of times, but outside of that, not really. Here we have the Cannoneer, which is a tricky one for me. I accept that it's good, it does some damage, it's slow to load, it has good range. It's a little expensive. I don't use it so much. I'm gonna put it in Mortal behind the woodcutter. I feel like the woodcutter it's cheaper, it's more useful for a variety of situations. I'm going to stick it there. If it was a little bit cheaper and they loaded a little quicker, it would be divine, but I'm going to stick in it here. I'm happy with that. Okay, you may have noticed nothing is in Goddess until now because we have the Sorcerer. I love the Sorcerer. It's basically a big nuke. Clear the stage of enemies, although when it gets more difficult in New Game Plus, I believe it doesn't. It doesn't kill Daigaki in one shot, but yeah, very powerful. Great for boss fights too. And last but not least, we have the Ninja. I love the Ninja too. It is expensive, but it's just so useful. You don't need to give it any directions. It will just jump up wherever it needs to be. Good damage, and it can take down flying seas, which is excellent. So if I have one villager where I'm not sure what to do with it, I'll make it a ninja, because you just don't have to do anything, just let him be a ninja. So that's my list. What do you think? This basically shows how I play, what I use the most, what I value the most. I'm interested in your selections. What would you have in Goddess? What would you have in Defiled? Are there any roles that you think I'm underrating? Let me know. I'm dying to hear. Thanks for watching.